Happy Thursday on a 16-5 run. Let's talk some more seam. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and for the first time ever, I am doing a video with the Mariners as the AL West champions. I was 15 the last time this happened. This is freaking cool. This is awesome. Cal Raleigh hits 2. He has 60 bombs right now. I can't even put into words after all the depression and struggles for the last 2 decades. I grew up with the Mariners being good in the 90s with Griffey and all that, and then I thought they were going to be good forever. Obviously, that's not the case. But either way, you're not here to listen about the Mariners. Yesterday, 2-2 day. We'll take it. 16-5 run. So, I mean, we will definitely take that in the last 21 bets. We'll go over that recap in just a little bit. Quick reminder, NFL Thursday Night Football Best Bets video is out now. I give my 2 best bets for the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Now let's get into it. And that means it is dad joke time. So here we go. How do you get 100 math teachers into a room that only fits 99? You carry the one. That's not bad. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday, and then we're going to go over the good and bad hitter matchups, the best pitcher strikeout matchups, the entire pitcher report, 12 games today, and then we'll finish it with the best bets and the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community. This is our next to last video for the regular season. Don't worry, we will be here all playoffs long as well. But let's get it rolling, and that means it's recap time. All right, there it is, a 2-2 day, and this first one, this hurt. Boston, team total over 2.5, easy. That was a first inning cash. Atlanta, team total over 2.5, not easy. They struggled all game. They needed a solo home run in the ninth, so we'll call it lucky on that one. And then Miami, team total over 1.5. They had one, guys. One single run. They've been like the hottest offense in the major leagues. They had a guy on third in the ninth inning, 90 feet away from getting us another winning day. They could not get the job done. They lost 11-1. There's 15 home runs hit in that game, and Miami wasn't a part of it. But Steven Kolek over 17.5 outs, I thought that was dead. He came through in the clutch in the 6th inning, got a big double play, and he got over 17.5 outs for an added play at plus 106. Dylan Cease under 16.5 outs. When you were watching that whole game, you knew he wasn't going to be going 6 innings. He was struggling with his command. He wastes a lot of pitches. Got a nice easy dub there. And then Blake Snell, 7+ Ks, just bad start. He pitched well. He gave up, I think, 1 run. He just didn't get the Ks. They were getting to him early in the at-bats and couldn't finish a couple of guys off. He ended with 5. Again, plus 145. We take a shot there. But 16-5 run, we will take it. There's the overall record and the breakdown of all the bets. That's what we got for the recap. Now it's time for the hitter matchups. All right, we got 11 good hitter matchups for you today, starting with George Springer, 10 for 28 with a home run off of Brian Bayo. Vlad, 11 for 27, 6 extra base hits, and a couple Jimmy Jacks off of Brian Bayo. And then Mookie Betts, you see there off Gallon of Milk. Reynolds, Alejandro Kirk off Bayo as well. Ketel Marte, 5 for 12 off Yamamoto. Then over there on the right side, you see Luis Rengifo, 4 for 11 with a couple Jimmy Jacks off of Michael Lorenzen. Not a lot of big name guys here, obviously. Addison Barger up there, 4 for 11 off Bayo as well. But that's what we got for the good hitter matchups. Now let's take a look at the bad hitter matchups. And there they are. Max Muncy, how about 5 for 26 with 10 strikeouts off of Zach Gallon of Milk. And then Carroll, 1 for 14 and 4 Ks off of Yamamoto. Not a surprise there. And then over there on the right side, again, not big names here. Anthony Santander, who hasn't played much this year, but 2 for 14, couple Ks off of Bayo, and so on and so on. So that's what we got for the hitter matchups. Now let's talk some Ks. All right, we got 2 good pitcher strikeout matchups for you today. The first one, Carlos Rodon of the Yankees versus the White Sox. Now, these are 2 kind of borderline ones, but White Sox 13th highest K rate versus lefties last 3 weeks, still 23.5%. Rodon over 1 K per inning. His Ks have been up and down lately, even though he's pitched really well. Last 5 starts, 8, 4, 6, 3, and 5 Ks. Slightly higher K rate at home. You see there, higher K rate versus lefties with 28.8%. And he just faced the White Sox on August 29th. He only had 5 Ks in 6 innings. So again, like I said, these are borderline ones. And then the second one, the rookie, Nolan McLean at the Cubbies. Chicago, 12th highest K rate versus righties. You don't usually see them up there. 23.7%. McLean, 46 Ks in 42.2 innings. He has 6+ Ks in 6 of his 7 MLB starts this year. Slightly lower K rate on the road. Nothing to worry about, just less than 2%. And then higher K rate versus lefties at 29% compared to 26.4 versus righties. So that's what we got for the Ks. Now let's take a look at the pitcher report. All right, here are the first 6 matchups of the day. All the averages are on the bottom. We start out with Braxton Ashcraft versus Nick Lodolo. Ashcraft came out of the bullpen last appearance, throwing just 33 pitches randomly. Again, this is their last starts. I don't know who's going to throw what exactly, but he's been throwing around 70 pitches. Maybe he gets back up to that. Nick Lodolo, he is struggling at the worst time. He has given up 4+ earned runs in 3 of his last 4 starts, 17 hits allowed in his last 10 innings. And then Rasmussen versus Povich. Rasmussen only been throwing around 75 to 80 pitches. Maybe they cut him down even more. He's throwing, again, a lot of innings, around 150 after a big injury. So we'll see if he goes as normal, 75 to 80 pitches. Cade Povich, the rookie, he's given up 2 to 4 earned runs in 6 straight starts. So it's been kind of an up and down season for the youngster. And then Uber driver, that's right, against Tyler Mahle. Now, I don't know if Uber driver, Uber Eats, Obear, whatever you want to call him, I don't know if he's for sure pitching. I saw one site with Joe Ryan, but a couple other ones with Obear, so we'll find out. But anyways, he's ready for the offseason. Either way, he's given up 4+ earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. Followed up his 9 strikeout start with a 1 strikeout game versus Cleveland last time out. He's ready to start driving in the offseason. And then Tyler Mahle, in his first start back from injury, he went 4.2 innings of shutout baseball on 68 pitches with 6 Ks. TBD for Houston right now against Gin and Tonic. Gin and Tonic pitched decent lately, honestly, giving up 3 earned runs and 12 hits in his last 15.1 innings with 14 Ks. He's looked a lot better lately. And then we got a good pitching matchup here in Arizona, Yamamoto versus Gallen. Yamamoto has been absolutely dialed in lately. He has given up just 3 earned runs in his last 28 innings with 37 strikeouts. Gallen having a better second half of the season, but has given up 9 earned runs now in his last 3 starts. We'll see what version of Gallen we get here. And then Jansen's Junk versus Ferris Bueller. Junk pitched a 7-inning gem last start at Texas, but had given up 3+ earned runs in 9 straight. So again, 3+ earned runs in 9 straight starts, but he did have a gem last time out. And then Ferris only threw 60 pitches in his last start after throwing 90 the start before. Not sure what the limit is. I'm going to guess Philly's going to let him go. I don't see him starting in the playoffs or anything. Probably be maybe a bullpen guy if they trust him enough. But anyways, just want to point that out. So that's what we got for page 1. Now let's check out page 2. And we start with TBD of the miserable, miserable Detroit Tigers. I feel it for you fans. I've been there for decades with the Mariners, but this collapses. I don't even know how to explain it. I really don't. Messick of the Cleveland Guardians, not the Cavaliers. The rookie has pitched well in his 6 starts, giving up a lot of hits, but limiting runs. Just 5 walks in 34.2 innings. He's got a big game now with a 2.08 ERA. He's been solid. And then Davis Martin versus Carlos Rodon. Martin been average this season, giving up 2 to 3 earned runs in 6 straight starts now. Rodon been very consistent the past couple months. How about going 6+ innings in 7 of his last 8, giving up 2 or less earned runs in 9 straight starts. And then we go with Brian Bayo versus Louis Varland is who I see for Toronto. Bayo's starting to struggle a bit now, giving up 3+ earned runs in 4 straight starts, along with 9 walks and just 13 Ks. Varland means it's a bullpen game, and that's what it looks like. Toronto came out and said, so that's not much to say there. He's going to throw 1 inning. And then Nolan McLean versus Shota Imanaga. Good pitching matchup here. McLean's been awesome in his first 7 MLB starts, giving up 2 or less earned runs in all 7 with 45 Ks and 42.2 innings. Imanaga, the lefty, not been as dominant this season. He's still been good, but he's given up exactly 3 earned runs in 5 straight starts. Lorenzen versus Ferris. Hey, Ferris and Bueller are both pitching. You see, anyways. Lorenzen, he came out of the pen for 12 pitches 2 appearances ago, then threw 113 pitches 2 days after that. I have absolutely no idea how many pitches he will throw. And then Ferris, this kid is not very good. I think he's a kid. I don't know. It makes me sound old, but he was not good in the minors either. He has now given up 11 earned runs and 13 hits in his last 8.1 innings. And we end it with Blaylock of the Rockies versus TBD of the red-hot Seattle Mariners. Blaylock, this guy is barely a minor league starting pitcher. I mean, guys, he is more than bad. What's more than bad? Awful, horrendous, terrible, I don't know, garbage. 5+ earned runs in 4 straight. 5+ in 4 straight. He is now given up 23 earned runs in his last 16.1 innings. That's bad. Right now, I don't know who's pitching for Seattle. I just hope they're all sober when they wake up today to play another game. But anyways, that's what we got for the entire pitcher report. Now it's time for the best bets. This first one takes us out to Wrigley Field where the Cubbies host the New York Mets. Mets moneyline -110, Cubs moneyline -110 with a total of 7.5 runs. I got a team total. Give me the Mets team total over 3.5 at -122 on FanDuel, half unit play. I'm staying away from the Mets bullpen. I'm focusing on the Mets offense here. I know the Mets and me have not gone along this year. Let's just face it. But first, we get 9 guaranteed at bats as a road team. Second, when you're in Wrigley Field, the weather matters. The wind is not really a factor. It's only 3 to 4 miles an hour blowing in. It's not like yesterday. So I don't expect it to impact it very much. But third, they're facing Shota Imanaga. Hasn't been that great lately. Like I mentioned earlier in the pitcher report, he has given up exactly 3 earned runs in 5 straight starts. Give me 3, Shota, and then I'll get one more off the bullpen. He has just about a 5 ERA in September. He's had 5 or less Ks in 5 of his last 6, missing less bats, giving up a ton of home runs. How about 8 bombs in 22 innings this month? That's not good. And he gives up a lot more power to righties, higher slugging. 26 of his 29 home runs have been allowed to right-handed hitters. Now, there's a caveat. He has faced 405 righties compared to just 136 lefties, but slugging, everything is better for the righties. Now for the Mets offense, they've been average the last 3 weeks versus lefties. Let's face it, been better, a lot better versus righties, but still, it's not like they've been terrible. They've scored 4+ runs in 6 of the last 10, coming off a 3-run game yesterday. I expect a bounce back here. It was last year, but in the last start, he faced them, and it's really pretty similar Mets offense here. The Mets scored 10 off him last season in June. Overall, huge game for the Mets. I expect them to be absolutely locked in at the plate. It's a normal start for Shota, giving up 3 earned runs, and I would gladly take it. Cubs bullpen, they've been better lately, but nothing special. Like, they got guys coming left and right that are just going to absolutely dominate you. So I expect them to come ready to play with their season on the line. Give me the Mets to score 4+ runs as my first best bet. All right, the second one is a hitter parlay. That's right. Give me Yandy Diaz of the Rays and George Springer of the Toronto Blue Jays. 1+ hit each, -118 on FanDuel for half unit. Let's talk Mr. Yandy first. He has been swinging a hot bat lately. 1+ hit in 8 of his last 10, 2+ hits in 6 of his last 10, 6 hits now in his last 3 games, and he's been solid versus righties and lefties. 282 versus lefties with a huge 149 WRC+. He will be facing the lefty rookie, Cade Povich, giving up a 278 average to righties, giving up more hard contact to righties as well. So really, it's pretty simple here. I just see no reason for him to not stay hot and not get another hit. He hits lefties well. Povich has given up a lot of hits this year. Again, you see him with a 5 ERA for a reason. Orioles bullpen has nothing special after him if we need to use that as well. I like Yandy to get a hit. Second one, George Springer, 1+ hit. 1+ hit in 8 of his last 10 also. 2+ hits in 5 of those 8 games. He's hitting a solid 338 in September, and he's facing Brian Bayo. You saw it earlier. Springer is 10 for 28 off of him in his career. He also hits righties much better. How about a 325 average versus righties? He only hits 246 versus lefties. Kind of reverse splits there. Great matchup for a guy swinging a hot bat, hitting at the top of the order. He's going to get a lot of ABs here. Again, Toronto needs to lock in if they want to win the division as well. So give me Yandy and Curious George, 1+ hit each as my second, and that will be my final best bet. Again, a lot of props still waiting to come out. There's still pitchers to be named, and I don't want to force any the night before. Still trying to figure out this whole pitch count with a lot of these guys as well. But that's what we got for you today. More added plays will be coming in the morning in the pinned comments below. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. My 2 best bets so far. Give me the Mets team total over 3.5 at -122. And then Yandy Diaz and George Springer, 1+ hit each at -118. Both half unit plays. Again, more plays will be coming in the morning in the pinned comments below. X, Discord, on the website, justabetoutside.com as well. So thank you guys for listening. As always, really appreciate the support. Hope you guys have a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.